Global markets are riding the wave of AI optimism even as political uncertainty looms in key regions and fragile ceasefires test peace hopes. While investors are doubling down on tech, Europe's steady hand is proving to be an unexpected source of stability. My name is Eniola Lunge, and here's today's Zoom Out for August 1, where I help you see the bigger picture. OpenAI has secured a major venture capital round that now values the company at an astonishing $300 billion, according to the New York Times Dealbook. This puts the ChatGPT creator on par with some of the world's largest tech giants and reflects an overwhelming investor appetite for AI infrastructure and services. This fresh capital injection comes as OpenAI races against other leaders like Anthropic, Google, DeepMind, and Meta in building foundational models and enterprise tools. The move is expected to accelerate AI's integration into global business and productivity workflows, reshaping labor markets, data policy, and geopolitics. So what's your Zoom Out takeaway? The money pouring into AI isn't just a bet on chatbots, it's a bet on who will control the next computing platform. Chevron reported a 44% drop in Q2 net income year over year, falling short of Wall Street expectations. The company cited weaker oil prices and integration costs tied to its acquisition of Hess as key factors behind the miss. In contrast, ExxonMobil beats earnings estimates bolstered by higher output volumes that offset commodity price softness. This divergence highlights how energy majors are adapting differently to the post-boom oil environment. While global oil demand remains fragile amid China's uneven recovery, production strategy and M&A execution are becoming make or break for investor sentiment. So what's your Zoom Out takeaway? Energy isn't monolithic. Execution and timing are separating the winners from the laggards. As Microsoft's valuation surged past $4 trillion, the AI boom is lifting much of the tech sector, but it's also raising alarms. Reuters reports that China has pushed back on Nvidia's H20 chip, citing national security risks, further escalating US-China tech tensions. Meanwhile, demographers warn that aging populations in countries like Japan, Italy, and South Korea could struggle to sustain AI-led growth unless labor force participation rises. The surge in AI investment is not evenly distributed, and without productivity spillovers to slower growing regions, a new global divide may emerge. So what's your Zoom Out takeaway? The AI revolution is global, but so are the frictions, and not every country is ready for the ride. Standard Chartered Bank Kenya has inked a $100 million financing agreement with British financier British International Investment to support small and medium-sized enterprises across Kenya. The funds will target businesses with limited access to credit, especially in sectors like agribusiness, manufacturing, and female-led enterprises. This deal reflects a growing trend of private capital stepping in where public funds fall short, part of a wider effort to strengthen Africa's middle markets and job creation potential. So what's your Zoom Out takeaway? Africa's development story is shifting from aid to access. Capital is still king, but now it's coming with a commercial lens. The Central African Republic is facing a quiet but intense economic tug-of-war. A new government tender for control of timber export inspection has opened up following the exit of Swiss-based SGS from the post. Multiple regional and international players are now jockeying for influence over this critical node in CAR's export economy, which relies heavily on timber. The outcome could reshape oversight of a sector long plagued by corruption and opaque practices, with implications for trade partners in Europe and China. So what's your Zoom Out takeaway? In resource-rich but fragile economies, who controls the paperwork often controls the profits and the politics. So the bottom line is this: while AI billion-dollar headlines dominate the front page, the fine print of today's economy is being written in Nairobi boardrooms and Bangui ministries. Whether it's tech or timber, the question remains the same: who holds the power and who gets left out of the next chapter? When the world zooms in on the noise, I zoom out so you can see the bigger picture. Want to hear your original story featured in a future Zoom Out? Drop it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Follow the Global Picture.